Hi everyone, welcome to the EarlyON. I'm Danielle. We offer programs for children and their families from ages 0 to 6 in Brantford and Brant County. Why not teach your child about mixing colors outside? Have a few dishes that you can bring out. It's a glass of water and some food coloring. Have your child pour the water in. It's always good if they can be a part of the activity. I've gathered a little stick to use for stirring. And the first color we're going to try is red. We're going to take red, a little bit of red, and a little bit of blue and see what happens. Ask them to guess what might happen when the colors come together. Ooh, look at that. That made, can you say it? Purple. We got a beautiful purple color. See it? Pour some down. The next colors we're going to mix together are blue, and yellow. And remember to point out that these are primary colors to your child. So a lot of these colors are used to make other colors. So we've got blue and yellow, and we're going to mix that together. So we've made green. What a pretty green. Another dish here. So add some more water. And let's put together red, don't have much left. Red and some yellow. So let's mix the red and yellow together, and what do we get? We get a nice orange. So I'm just going to add a little more red because it's kind of like a golden yellow right now. Orange. This just makes being outside a little more fun because we don't always want to get bundled up and bear the cold weather, but if we're doing some fun STEM activities, it can bring on a whole new level of being outside. I'm going to ask you if you can go find some of these colors around your house that we just made. And what are some other ways that we could mix colors? We could use paint, if you have some paint at home. We could mix the paints together. We could find some pastels. I know pastels work really well to mix colors together, and you can even have your child like smudge the pastels with their hands. Once you've mixed the colors, you could pour the colors into the ice cube tray and then place it in the freezer and see what happens. Ask your child what the science is behind all that. What would happen once you place it in the freezer? And then once you take it out of the freezer, what's going to happen? You could even place some little animals or some gems inside the ice cube tray just to make it a little more fun for when your child takes the ice cubes out. They can explore what's been frozen. You can also take the snow inside. Often in the EarlyON centers, we like to get a big bucket of snow and bring it inside the classroom. And you can use spoons and cups with it, or you can use little diggers to have the children use their fine motor skills to play with the little diggers, just like they would in the sand box. You can see how long it takes for the snow to melt once you're inside. You can take different buckets with different amounts of snow and then observe them to see which bucket melts the quickest. Will it be the bucket with more snow that melts the quickest, or will it be the bucket with less snow that melts the quickest? So I also thought it would be fun to read a story outside. I have this fun story called Winter, and it's a fun pop-up book, so pay attention to the pictures. It's from the best-selling author of Bugs, David A. Carter. The winter day is bright and cold. Snowflakes fall from the sky, covering the sleepy earth in white. Who is always awake? Who is asleep? Who is peeking, and what do they see? I see some bears sleeping under there. The earth rests, waiting for spring. What a beautiful little pop-up book. Thanks for joining the EarlyON today.